dummy. How about now? I know what happened. They connected to the earbuds as soon as I plugged them back in. Dummy. Anyways. What's up, Nate Dogg? Hear me now? 5x5. Cliff, did we ever talk about thread color on this, brother? I can't remember if we did or not. I was thinking turquoise, since it's got the little turquoise highlights in it. And turquoise is pretty cowboy stuff, so. No, my earbuds connected, and I didn't even think about it until I'd already turned it off, and it was too late. So I turned my Bluetooth off, and here we are. Sounds good to you, Cliff? All right. I'm going to get this punched, and then I'm going to wait. I got one more I need to do. We might do them tomorrow. We might have a stitching party tomorrow. Jason, no tooling, just simple. For a junior, that's probably the same size as this one. No tooling, $40. That sound all right to you? No, I won't do that. No, I actually got, Cliff, I got your money. I don't know if I messaged you Friday. Friday was crazy, man. I was in the door and then right back out. Because Jason sent me some money the same way. So I got Jason's and I got yours. So as soon as I get this done, brother, I will get it shipped out. All right, Jason, I'll do that, brother. I got to get a bunch. I need to get a bunch done before I start any more. So it might be a bit if you're okay with that. All these that I've got started, I really need to get done. And then I can get that one. It won't take long. Oh, that's fine, Jason. I ain't worried about that, brother. Yeah, I don't have the patience to sew tonight, so I think what we'll do is we'll go through and I'll get all of my stitching holes done, and then we'll work on stitching tomorrow, because I got to get these two and this slit done and out the door this week, and then the rest of them I'll start on after that. So I'm working on a couple. These two, they match, but they're not going to the same person. This is for like a big, like a folding hunter, 110, 6 or 7 OT. And then this is like for trapper size, 75 pattern. Man, I've got one this size, and I have carried all sorts of stuff in it. A razor, shoot, you can put a mini trapper in it, all sorts of stuff. They're really versatile for what they are. for that size. I wouldn't think they would be, but so that's what we're working on. Trying to, anyways. At least until I get these holes punched, then we're gonna work on a knife, which is just, it's not dirty. It just needs a little bit of sanding and polishing. That's why I like this one so much, man, because it's in and out so much better. That one will be fine. I'm gonna polish on those a little more. Because it'll actually be a better stitch with those than it will with these. Jason, yeah, you are a loyal customer, brother. Hell, Dennis is right behind you though. But I'm trying. Actually, Jason, I think you have ordered more than anybody, because you ordered what, like 5 or 6 at one time last year. So was it last year? Yeah, like right around. Yeah, you ordered them right before. Was it right before Christmas? I think. Hell, man, I can't remember. Hell, Dennis has ordered a bunch. Man, who else? James Alton. James has a bunch of them, dude. I wish I'd kept track where they all went, because we're about to hit that probably this week. Probably gonna hit that 100 threshold. And they won't be numbered anymore after that. Case Yellow Trapper, shoot, yeah, man. It'll be perfect for that. I almost bought another set of these. And it was like, it had one tool, but then had a bunch of different tips. I almost picked one up this weekend, but man, they were like $50. And I'd already bought and earned another 2 shoulders of leather, because I am fast running out. And some more dye. What else did I get? Oh, some more antique, because I have been antiquing the snot out of stuff. So oh, Lord. Oh, Dennis, man, we can always talk about ideas. There you go, Jason. I think you may be the winner. But you don't have a wallet yet. And Dennis has already put in the first order for a belt when I start belts. Them belts are going to be something else. Yeah, Randy, I have written down, where is it? Here it is. This notebook, I lost my first notebook, and this one started at 57. Actually, you know what? I do have where most of these have gone. Yeah, Dennis Whipple, there's Chase, James Alton, Nate, Kerry Buchanan, another one for Travis. I did a belt, a couple of stock ones that didn't necessarily go to anybody. Mike Brown. Bubba has a big order I'm working on. Got a couple that I can't talk about because they're surprises. Jason Beecher, Louie, Chris Geary, another Jason Beecher. I got to remember to do them 2-inch belt loops on yours, Jason. Does the new one need to be 2-inch? Yeah, I do. I just haven't in a while because I've gotten so caught up in leather work. I actually have, Lord, I've got 4 soddies to do. No, 5 soddies to do. Chris Geary sent me a box of stuff to rehandle. I've got some personal projects I want to do. So yeah, the knives are still a part of the channel, just not as much, I guess. And I've actually kind of been struggling with it. Like, should I rename the channel? But I think what I've decided, I think I'm gonna hyphenate it. I think it's gonna go MCGA / and then whatever my leather's gonna be, I think is what I'm gonna do. Because that makes a lot of sense. I've talked to a few people. There's so much stuff out there, MCGA, that man, I'd hate to walk away from it. I'm not walking away from it. It's just changing it, moving on. So it'll still be MCGA, but it won't be Make Cutlery Great Again. It'll be MCGA / and then whatever. I just got to decide if I want to do. I think I'm going to do the MY Leatherworks because I already got that on TikTok. So it may be, I may just hyphenate it MCGA and then MY Leatherworks. Yeah, MCGA is legendary, man. Yeah, I knew he did. So I don't know. I kind of wish I hadn't shoehorned myself into, and it's not even really shoehorning. I wish I'd have made my name more rounded so it would have covered, you know, whatever I wanted to do. Like Randy's got, you know, Georgia Adventure. Man, he could do whatever he wanted and be covered by Georgia Adventure, you know. But at the time, knives were my jam. I was getting into collecting and repairing, and that's all I wanted to do. And then got into leather work to do slips for myself, then started doing them for other people, and then I stepped my leather game up to go with the custom knives that I was doing, and now I don't want to do the custom knives anymore. So all I want to do is the leather work, and I don't want to say that. I want to do the knives. It's just going to be dialed back, and I need to break it up where we're doing both. And I've gotten so busy now that I can be out here every night doing leather and probably not get caught up. You know, and it's not my full-time job. And then this summer we go to 410, so I'll have Fridays available, so I can be out here working some on Fridays. Probably won't do as much during the week, so I won't be home until actually I think it's about the same time, if I remember how it was last summer. So Kydex is cool. Making stuff great again. That's actually pretty good, Jim. Jim always got some ideas, man. Boy, Jim is one, man. We have had some ideas, talked about stuff. Pretty cool. So yeah, let's get this punched out, and we'll get that 503 cleaned up. Maybe we'll work on the Shrade too. Oh, Jim, I don't think I showed you, Jim. I found a really cool one of the yellow handle Shrades, and it says Shrade, New York, I think, on the stamp. It's like the 80T size, but it's not an 80T. It's actually in really good shape. The blades are all there. They're scratched, but make everything great again. Yeah, Cliff, there you go, man. So anyway, yeah, good changes coming. I may cut back to one. I've been thinking about it because the live numbers have not been where they were at the end of the year last year. I don't know why. Nothing's changed. You know, at the end of the year last year, before the new year, I mean, we were 30 and 40,000 views every night, man. Didn't matter what I did. 30, 40,000 views. And hold on, Jim. And then, man, like after the new year, bro, the bottom fell out of it. I'm doing good to get 1,000 a night on the same amount of time, hour and a half, 2 hours. So I don't know. A lot of guys have said start scheduling them because I usually don't. And if I schedule them, I'm only going to schedule it for one night a week. But it'll stay the same, you know, the same whatever night I choose. Maybe I'll go back to doing lives on just Mondays. Maybe try to sneak out a long form or two during the week. Which way, Cliff? So this is kind of become my signature basket stamp. And this is all hand cut and hand tooled, but then man, I don't know if I've got any that have the stamp, or the other way is to do it with an actual tool. Kind of like what's on my wallet that I don't have on me, and I don't know if I have anything out here that's got it on there. But either way, this way is more organic. Oh, well, that makes sense. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, Cliff, it's not hard, bro. As long as you lay it out right the first time and straight, it just kind of stacks, man. I might do, that's some of the how-tos that that's actually one of the things I want to do with some of my long forms is like the how-tos of how I do it, like how I do how I lay out a basket stamp, or how I lay out and tool and do my hand cut stuff and all that. So that may be something, you know, and I'm not a pro. My name's not Don Gonzalez. I'm not, you know, but you know, the people that watch my channel might want to know. And I'm not a gatekeeper for this stuff. So I do not mind sharing whatsoever. I had a couple of really good people share with me, so why not share with y'all? You know, not reinventing the wheel or anything over here, but you know, all right, that's punched. I need to lay this out so I can sew it. Because when we start sewing, we're just gonna sew. We're just gonna sew all night. Now that I got a proper stitching pony, it'll be a lot easier. Yeah, Cliff, no problem, man. Jason, if you're telling me I'm awesome, brother, I appreciate it. I don't feel awesome. I just feel like, you know, just a dude. You know, I don't feel like I'm anything special, you know what I mean? All right, man. Well, hurry back. But that's just me. That's how I was raised. like humble. You know, everything I've got, I've busted my ass for. Just like a lot of us. I mean, none of us were born with a silver spoon in our mouth. So, you know, I ain't too good to share, help, you know, whatever. This was the one that I tried to auction off the last live, and then I was talking to a guy that I have done a crap ton of trading with, and he hit me up asking if I was interested in a few items that he had, and I was like, I am, but kind of strapped. Would you be interested in trading? He's like, well, what you got? And I said he had expressed some interest in some leather work, and I was like, what about a pocket slip? He goes, yeah, I'll do that. So it is I'm gonna have my first Civivi. It's a mini Praxis on the way, and a tomahawk head. I have had tomahawks before. This is like a hand forged, you know, here in the States kind of thing. I think I will order one. Need dew wipes. You do amazing. Shut up, Jason. Jason, thank you. You know how I am, man. I'm not gonna sit here and brag and toot my own horn or, you know, any of that. But Jason, I do appreciate it, and I do know I do pretty decent work, man. I mean, I know. I look at it. I have people tell me every day. A couple of the women that I work with are wanting to order some stuff, and you know, that tells me a lot. I think I'll order. All right, Cliff. Man, you can find eBay. Man, you can find all sorts of little starter kits that'll have a lot of the stuff you're gonna need just to get started, and you don't have to spend a bunch of money. I mean, a lot of the stuff I started with that I got in an little eBay kit, I'm still using it, man. Jason, I know you will, brother. I appreciate it, man. All right. Enough of that banging around. All right. There's 3 projects for us to stitch on this week. Let me put this up. Cover it up. We're going to be slinging polish and compound. Oh. So these have already soaked. I put them in the mineral oil soak Saturday afternoon, and I took them out this morning. Yeah, this morning. So this is that little 503. It's in really good shape. All I'm going to do is polish the bolsters up, getting it looking real nice. There's not a whole lot I want to do with the blade. It's got some scratches in it, but it's got that satin finish, and it's really hard to make that look good once you start trying to sand and all that. So I'm just going to leave it alone. So I'm going to polish the outside, clean the channel out. I mean, and then she'll be a gorgeous little knife. And then here is that Shrade. Let me get her up here. This is an 801 or an 881Y. And this says Shrade, New York, USA. I don't have my Shrade thing stamps to get a generalization about age on this one. Pay $20 for it, so I think that's a pretty good deal. She's real cruddy in the pivots. This thing sat and sat and sat forever, so I'm gonna get it cleaned up, cleaned out real good. And I've actually got one. Is Brother Sean in here still? That Sean sent me. That's a newer one of the Chinese made ones. I'm gonna put them side by side in the same display, and I think that'll be pretty cool. Oh yeah, I think it's a good deal. Totally a good deal. So let's see here. I think all we need is just to hit it with the 1000 sponge on these bolsters. Maybe we need a little something else. Maybe a fresh piece of 1000. That's 600. Let's see what a fresh piece of 1000 does. I heard that, Jeff. Heard that 100%, man. The springs are springy. Yes, sir, they are. Like I said, that Shrade is solid, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That'll a good little bath and a little polishing won't take care of. And I'm not a buck guy. Alicia is the buck person in our house. She loves them. I mean, I like them. I'm not saying that I don't like them. I just don't have the knowledge about them. But I did look up the little symbol, and it's an 1988. So like I said, she's got some dings and dents. She ain't perfect, but she's pretty good. Oh, this one a future trader, Dennis, you think? I think you're right, Dennis. I think I know a fella. Maybe even that little yellow Stockman, Dennis. I know you've been on a Shrade kick too. Don't know if you've got one of the yellow handled Stockmans like that or not. See you, Jim. Oh, the yellow one? Yeah, could be. I know you've got some stuff and I've got some stuff, and you know, we can get our stuff together and see what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go super duper crazy. I don't want to take its character away. Like, the pins are a little proud from where it's been pocket worn or the wood's worn away. Awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah. The wood is. That's crazy. Yeah, Jim. Dennis. You know, let me know, man. Me and you can definitely get something worked out on that. I struggle getting mine open. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Colin got his open, no problem.
You gonna eat it all?
Probably.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna set it straight up. Cover it with some foil.
Tin foil.
Tin foil.
Dadgum. I think they're glued on there. I think some of the glue leaked out of that little foil that's on the top.
Probably. Surgery.
What?
I told him surgery. Well, they say anything. I just said surgery.
Oh.
There you go.
Still not. I had to break mine.
It's glued.
I think it's glued down. Either that, I'm just sissy.
You're not a sissy.
Go. You can probably still use the lid.
I know, it was stuck.
Yeah. Food husband, yes.
I have to get my sweet in before 8 o'clock. I can't do it. I can't eat after 8 o'clock.
Dude, I had one the other night, and I had to break the lid to get it off. But man, that stuff is so good.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you.
Love you.
Enjoy.
I will. Bye, guys and ladies.
I think we're just boys tonight.
You know what? It's okay. Jason counts.
Jason counts as girl. Yeah, dang, Jason. Bye. This is another one of those that I don't know how far I want to go with the polishing and cleaning. As you sand too much away and it takes kind of takes the character out of them. I just wanted to get the rough spots off of it. Like I said, this has some pretty good pocket wear. So, see, Tennessee boy, what you danging, Patrick? I need to make a thing to stick this on now that I'm using that flexible cord on the Dremel. Oh, he's danging you for cross-dressing? All right, brother, be good. I mean, I know you try to keep it just for Saturday nights, Jason, but, you know, it's okay, buddy. I still love you. It's just the green polishing compound, Jewelers Rouge. It's Simple Mike. What's up, Simple Mike? Yeah, 503. Here, I'll show you, Patrick. This is a 1988. We're just going to clean the bolsters and the... Not a whole lot I want to do with the blade because I don't want it to... It's got that factory satin finish. And it's really hard to make it look right once you start fooling with that. So it'll just be a nice little pocket dropper, a little fifth pocket, probably a little fifth pocket carry. But it's not bad. It has just some little scratches. So it's not like it's gouged out or any of that. So, all right, let's swap our wheel. We'll get this one shined up. Maybe we'll get started on that Shrade. Like we got a pretty good crowd tonight. I'm digging that. Let's see here. Let's use that one. I need to get some more cashmere polishing balls. Girls are in there chilling, doing their thing. So darn 6 hours on the road today about whoop me. But this is very this is therapy. Being on the road for 6 hours is stressful. Then come out here and blow all that stress away. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, that's what she needed. I am hiding from the mean redheads. There's just one. The mean girl, as me and you call her, Mike. Unfortunately, back in Georgia, I begrudgingly took her back under protest. There's that. Got them bolsters nice and shiny again. It still has it's the nicks and stuff in it. I'm not gonna go super duper crazy. Like I said, this is gonna be a little daily carry, you know, just a little something. If I want to carry something, just a little small something, this will be perfect for that. But regardless of, get out of the towel, regardless of where they come from, country of origin, whatnot, we ain't gonna have no cruddy looking knives around here. We're gonna make them, they're gonna be right. Just like that, I think we're good. Yeah, Cliff, it's a good looking one, man. I'm happy with it. Some water or something, or oil. Probably oil. Where I was wiping these off earlier. I think that's as That'll be good for the, as Jason says, the girls that he runs with. Let's see here. We'll get a good, ooh, fingerprint magnet now though. That's how that goes, huh? There's the, what was that? That'd be the show side. And pile side. There's the back spring. She cleaned up real good. I'll put an edge on her at some point before I carry it. For right now, she is gonna just chill. Look at this, let's look at this Shrade. Now I need to get, or did I already do this one? No, I did not. Before y'all go freaking out, I'm about to tape these darn blades up. We ain't gonna have a repeat. I'm actually just now getting used to my darn thumb. I still can't open a thumb stud knife though. I carried a Slim Select today and went to open it up like that, and wow, it hurt. I was like, well, let's not do that. All right, I thought I saw popsicle stick. I have been favoring the popsicle sticks a lot lately. We used the Patreon giveaway knife. Y'all seen the Patreon video for this next round? We're gonna give away a minimalist wallet and this here Bear & Son farmhand. She's got some patina on it. I'm gonna polish it up before the giveaway. I think this one was mustard. That's what I did, just fooling around. And then this sweet little front pocket minimalist wallet. Super nice, super handy. But I have been favoring the popsicle sticks over the picks, because for the most part, that popsicle stick is as wide as the back spring. So you can get down in between the liners. You can scrape. You can actually polish with it. So it works. I think it works better than the picks, especially if you've soaked it already. Then it's not a problem getting what you need out, cleaning it. Also, a little bit of 4/0 steel wool wrapped around that little trimmed off piece. Don't need no sandpaper. Yeah, they're nice. I carried that one for a long time. I bought that at Buc-ee's. Probably one of my first 10 videos that I did on the channel was that knife. I think it actually did. I think the numbers actually did really well on that video. Even for as new as I was to the game, it did really, really good. So and they're fairly inexpensive. I know a lot of people have a hang up over the pocket clip being so stiff. I went in and took some of the spring out by prying it up. It still is right there, but the it's like got preload like crazy. So I went in and kind of pried it up and took some of that out, and it's a lot easier, but it ain't gonna fall out of your pocket either. So That's also something to think about too. Yeah, emery boards. Yep. Who was it I was talking to the other day in a live? I think it was Chris Geary. He said, and I had seen these before. They look like Q-tips, like for your ears, but they got sandpaper on the end of them, or a sanding compound or something. And Chris actually got some. He said they're a lot bigger than what you think. But I haven't personally seen them, and I haven't seen them in person, so I don't know. But they're not. I mean, they're not very much. They'd be worth, spending. I think you can get 50 of them for like $15 or something. So there's our channels all cleaned out. And that's just a popsicle stick, a little bit of steel wool, and paper towel. Not a big deal at all. So let's see here. The handles, the covers on this knife are in really good shape. There's no cracks. There's a little bit of one starting on this one pin. I tried to show you, but you're not going to see it. So I think we are going to do a really nice sand and polish on the outside. And then we'll see how that looks. And that'll dictate how far I go on the blades. If it polishes up super, super nice on the outside, then I might go crazy on the blades. I don't know. Or at least give her some of her dignity back. So let's see here. I'll take all this back off so I can close these blades back up. I mean, the blades, there's a little bit of peppering. It's mainly just the scratches. Trying to get some of those scratches out is what we're going to do. Maybe not tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll get it polished up on the outside and see how it feels, and maybe we'll start on the blades. See if you can see. It's just got it's been used, Probably sand a bunch of that out. We'll probably start with some 600 and then jump from 6 to 1,000, then 12, 15, 2, and then polish. And then she'll be like brand new at that point. So let's see. There's no dings in the bolsters, no scratches, no gouges or anything. It looks like it got used a little bit and then got put up, is what it looks like to me. So just 1,000 grit sanding block. And I really like these for the bolsters because they'll curve and contour around that bolster, and it won't take any meat out of them either. And if you bump even with this real old Delrin, it's not going to gouge the Delrin out, give you more work. Really, that's all it needed. Looks like it just needed to have like a tarnish on the outside is what it looked like. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like rust, but all it is just a tarnish. We're just getting that off. Probably could go right into the mothers and polish on the bolsters, and really the Delrin too. Where are we at? Oh, Stephen Jeffries, what's up, brother? Man, I had to cheat on my April my April challenge last night. We had a wedding to go to, and I got in a lot that I bought a while back. A case mini trapper, but it's called the wedding day knife, and it's got black and white alternating covers, and one side has wedding bells and the other side has like a bow tie. And we went to a wedding last night. I'm like, you know what a great knife to carry to the wedding. And so I'd had my dad's knife in my pocket all day in that white ghost leather slip, and I was like, I'm gonna carry that. And I've been dying to carry Stephen Jeffrey's slip that he made me, that super awesome MCGA slip. So I put that in there and carried it all night. Man, I showed everybody that wanted to know. Even if they didn't want to know, I showed it to them. I'm like, man, check this out. Man, I love that thing. It is awesome. Yeah, it needed to be caressed, Jason. That is for sure. So I carried that and did a little work in my case display I've got hanging on the wall. Old Nate Green made me some stainless case logo plates, just real thin metal. I guess he cut them out at work. And so I mounted them on the back wall of my display and kind of did some rearranging. I've got a bunch of stuff in there that's not case, but it's really good, really nice stuff, and I don't know what to do with it yet. Like all of my Remingtons are in there. I've got a German equal end Stockman in there with pearl handles. But I think everything after that's all case. Yeah. So I've just got to do some rearranging. I'm about run out of room. But that's not going to deter me from collecting. So I am always on the lookout for amber bone. Doesn't matter if it's CV, stainless, carbon. I don't care. I've got a little bit of everything on that one. I didn't sand that shield. I think it'll be all right. But yeah, if y'all didn't see that video of basically the unboxing of Stephen Jeffrey's slip that he sent me and him did a slip swap. And as soon as I can get a moment, and I cook him up something that is as equally impressive as that one, I'm gonna get him one done up and sent out to him. I think I've got an idea about what I want to do. I'm not gonna. At first, I was like, man, I need to like go above and beyond and do this and do that. And I was like, man, I just need to keep it to my style that I'm working with, which is that Southwestern look with the tooling, and that's what I'm gonna do. But it's gonna be just for him. Nobody else will have one like it. Well, there's the show side. Those bolsters cleaned up really, really nice. That shield is shiny. There's no discoloration in that Delrin. There was a little bit of discoloration in it when I got it, and soaking in that mineral oil for 24 hours took care of that. It's funny how that works. Man, I feel like I'm going off on tangents tonight. But yeah, I think it's the last long form I did is that video on that slip. And I was like, I opened it and saw how crazy it was. And I come right out here and did basically an unboxing and my reactions and everything, because it deserved a video like that. Like I'm still dumbfounded. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do my thing, Steven. Are you tired of me bragging about it yet, though? I have posted it on just about every page that I'm a member of on Facebook, all the leatherworking pages I'm a part of. I showed it to some buddies in Texas and Oklahoma that are leather workers, like legit saddle makers, like that is their profession. And all of them are like, golly. Everybody has been like dumbfounded, just like I was over that thing. Stay in my hand. I thought that elephant slip you did for Jim was crazy. You outdid yourself with that with Uncle Sam, man. All right, let's get her wiped down real good. No, bro, don't even talk like that, mess. To merit one of mine, I would have been, man, I would have been perfectly happy with one of yours that has the Indian head stamp that's all hand painted with my name on the bottom. It would have been the same reaction, man. Your work is exemplary, exemplary. New word of the day. I'm trying to use it more than 5 times. I got one of those slips at Ellaville from you and lost it and the knife that was in it. Yeah, I think it came out of my pocket in a gas station when I was using the bathroom. I didn't hear it and I didn't see it. And when I went back to look, as soon as I realized it, it was gone. So, so I was bummed about that because I mean I had met you that day and we sat and talked and so somebody's got one of your slips out there in backwoods, damn Georgia somewhere. Oh, I hadn't seen Pete's video. I'll have to go check that out. I didn't get into that one. Oh no. Don't do that. I feel like I have been nursing this damn Dremel. My battery powered one I think is toast. It won't hold a charge. So I'm back to using the OG. Which I think I used the battery powered one first. Steven actually picked up 2 shoulders of some 6 and 7 ounce because I've been using 7/8 for all my other stuff, and I've done slips with 7/8, and it's, you know, it works. Takes a while to get broke into, but I picked up the neck. Well, they didn't have 7/8 at Tandy. The 6/7, is that 6/7? Or Tandy 7/8 was thinner than the 7/8 that I got before. That's what it was. So, well, there's the pile side. Bolster's nice and shiny. It's a little greasy still from where I've been cleaning and stuff. My popsicle stick. Other good thing about these popsicle sticks is you can thin them out too. Like to get in nail nicks and stuff. So that's something that gets miss, and I'm guilty of it too, the nail nicks. When doing any kind of cleaning or maintenance or any of that. And you can even do just a little bit of that steel wool and lay it on there. Really go crazy. Shoot ya. All right, where are we at? Let's see what this 1,000 does right off the bat on these scratches. May not need to do any more, and I may not. I mean, it's an old knife. Sometimes you just got to let them be old knives. Yeah, I think the 1,000's all we're going to need. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. We'll start at 1,000. Probably just do 1,000 and then polish. And we'll leave her with her story and her heritage on her. She'll patina up real nice too. Not going to a high polish. Oh yeah, it was thick too, because even though it was a big slip, because it was so thick you couldn't get it open enough to get, a bigger knife in it. So I think I forgot what was in it. It was like a peanut size knife, but it wasn't a case peanut. I forgot what it was. It may have been a Rough Rider that I had picked up as like I hate even using the term beater, but beater. So that's what was in it. I was bummed. I was bummed about the slip. The knife was inconsequential. Like, see, this blade, you can still see some of that factory grind in it. So I think it was just used a little bit and got dull, and then they put it up. I'm gonna have to work the bevels on it. The sheep's foot may have to go. If I've got 1,000 grit on the belt sander, I may do me a bevel with it. And then hit the stones with it. I'm gonna leave all these little carbon spots and let her be an old knife. Yeah, if y'all don't mind, hit that like button for me. That would be much appreciative. Helps the channel out. Looks like we got pretty good numbers tonight. Oh, that's 2,000 grit. Why am I sanding with 2,000 grit? There's 15. I should have started with, I didn't want to start with 2,000. Wanted to finish with it, so we'll drop back down to 15. Oh, Lord, Mike. Well, good luck, brother. Sometimes I won't work these carbon spots over too much. For one, you'd have to sand so much material out of the blade to get it gone. And then I don't know if it's my quirks or what. Like, I can feel a knife that's been sanded too much. And it's like, if you don't like microfiber cloths and you touch a microfiber cloth, and it like, throw up in your mouth. That's kind of how I feel about a knife that's been sanded too much, and it feels like the blade's real thin. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. That's how it makes me feel. I don't like it. So I try not to over sand. Like, they're just gonna be what they're gonna be. I like the patina. I like the stories that the patina and the little carbon spotting, or even, you know, a little bit of rust, as long as it's not red rust. I mean, now if it was red rust, I'd sand all that gone, but it's not. So, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. This one may be a little difficult to get rid of if old Dennis Whipple's still in here. I know he was talking about it. I don't know. I got another baby bullet in the mail. As I had the one, and when I put it up for sale or trade, a subscriber slash friend, now friend, because me and Tyler talk a lot now, or try to talk a lot. I try to talk to Tyler 2-3 times a week. It was his birth year. It was an 83? An 83. And he wanted it. And I was like, cool. We worked out a trade. Then he said, hey, I have another one. If you know anybody, I don't need it anymore because now I have my birth year. There's no sense in having another one. I was like, I'd be interested in it. I'd like to have another one because I want to do another slip with the bullet on it, but do it different this time. And so we worked a deal. He had it for probably another 2 or 3 weeks before we finally come back around to it and made something work on it. And he sent a knife for Ollie, a little Imperial, the yellow handled that had the crown shield on it. Sent it for Ollie because she says she likes the yellow knives. Also, Nate did the same thing. I did a trade with Nate, Green's Blade Revival, and he sent her a yellow hawkbill, a Rough Rider. So, how do you explain the scratches to your missus? All right, let's see what that looks like. I think we're going to look pretty good. Oh, yeah, she's going to be Bodemus. Got a good mirror finish. Still shows some of the scratches, and that's fun. But she's a lot better than she was. There's some pitting that you couldn't see with all of the that grayish patina that carbon does, but I mean it's a little knife. I'd say probably best guess, unless one of y'all can look it up real quick, the Shrade Tang stamp that Shrade NY USA, and you know, Shrade all caps and then NY USA. I know you can get a rough guesstimate on it with that, but 70s maybe? It's not pre-73 because it doesn't have Shrade Walden. So if one of y'all know, want to help a brother out. Appreciate you, Cliff. And Jason Beecher. Appreciate y'all both. I've almost forgot what it's like to clean them up. I hadn't cleaned one up in so long, and I've cleaned 2 up in one night. Hell, that's all we used to do is clean on them. If y'all remember from the humble beginnings, not that it was 10 years ago or anything, but what, 8 months ago, I think, was the first video. I'd have to go back and look. Unless one of y'all want to go back and look at the video about finding my dad's knife in the couch. Tell me how long ago that was, because that was the first video. I didn't do anything on my channel before that other than just watch other people's stuff. And the first video was a cleanup video, of all things. I think I'm gonna need to move my. I've got like a pogo stick like you see on semi trucks that you can hang a Dremel from. I think I'm gonna need to mount it on this bench because I use it with leather too. So I'll put a sanding drum on it and do contouring and stuff. Yeah, man, the Mothers is the only way, Steven. Like, I've used the case paste and all that. The Mothers, that's just my opinion, but it's the end all be all for an all around like finish polish. It's good on bone. It's good on Delrin. I'll tell you what else is good on Delrin. If you've got one that's gotten discolored, is that back to black stuff that you get for like your car trim. Bam, back to new. Craziest thing I've ever seen. I did I had a full size 71 sodbuster that got lost in the mail that I had sent to a friend on a trade. And I had done it with that because it was like almost white from the aging and stuff. And I put that, and I soaked that knife. I soaked it for 24 hours, which is my standard like soak time. And then within 10 minutes of taking it out, it had chalked back up. So then I let it sit for a week. And it took about a day to chalk back up. I'm like, you know what? There's got to be something for plastic to fix this without, you can shoot them with a torch, but man, I didn't want a 71 sodbuster and carbon steel. I didn't want to mess with heat. My luck, I'd melt it or something. So I went to the auto parts store, and lo and behold, I found that back to black. And I should have known because I've used that stuff before, but man, brand new. 46 to 73 tang stamp. On the Shrade, Jason. So it is a pre-73. Why doesn't it not say Shrade Walden though? I wonder. Because I thought pre-73 they said Shrade Walden. I'll have to go look. I've got the chart on my phone. I just can't pull it out and look it up. Oh yeah, she's a good one now. Not quite polished up enough to be a fingerprint magnet, but she fancy. She put a little makeup on her. There she is. Not bad. Oh, I got you, Jason. Oh, look, I've got the chart, or I've got a chart. Because they also reissued the tang stamps too. So, but I don't think there's a differentiation between them. Like the reissues and the originals. So So there she is. I'm gonna put an edge on her. And see, you can still see the scratches, but she looks good now. So we're gonna roll with that. That is good enough. Good enough for this knife. I do need to polish this top part right here, though. Maybe not. I don't know, Jason. I'm not saying you're wrong. You know that. I just know I've tried to look at them before, and it's about like trying to figure out Colonial or something, you know. And Colonials were damn near impossible to figure out because none of them changed at all. It stayed the same Tane stamp until until it got bought out and moved to either Japan or China. And then it changed a little bit, but shoot, yeah, man. Saved another one. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to go on a stitching fest. We're going to sew some leather and talk some smack, because that's what we do. Sew leather and know things. You're only bleeding a little bit. Nah. All right, Jason, have a good one, brother. I probably need to be getting to about time to get the daughter in bed. She's got school, and I've got work in the morning. So, guys, I appreciate all of y'all. Be on the lookout tomorrow or Tuesday, probably. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out. Live's over. Bye.